How y'all doing? It's Joshua Crawford coming to you live from Eisenhower Cinema. Just came back seeing Batman vs Superman. I'm here with my friends over here. We're going to do a quick review of what thoughts about this film. Hello guys, let's talk about it. What did you guys think about the film?
Hey everybody.
It was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't great.
It was lackluster.
Right.
Honestly, I expected better from
I did too.
Batman Superman. First time being together in the film, I just felt like it underperformed. I hate to say it, but I mean, I'm being honest. It's just, I'm already looking forward to Civil War and looking forward to the next. I hope Justice League does better, but it just kind of, they got a lot of ground to make up because it just underperformed for me.
I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I just feel like the action wasn't there, too much gray area. The editors could have done a better job at chopping up the gray area. The storyline was just kind of, I yawned a lot. I don't feel like they portrayed Batman as a powerful lead. He was kind of lackluster as well in the action. I just feel like it could have been a lot better than what it was.
Yeah, what about you, Byron?
During the movie, I did see some areas where there were a lot of scenes, even though they had to do a cut on the film. I do feel like the storyline could have been a lot better. It was choppy, but it wasn't. The scenes were great. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what I do like. The lighting was great. Batman, you can finally hear Batman. It was awesome. The lighting, the special effects, the sound. Hans Zimmer did a great job. The music was awesome.
What has he done that hasn't been great?
I know. He did such a great job. I mean, and I do like that. I like the fact that you were able to see everything. But what I saw, I didn't understand it. It was just, I'm not really a big DC person. I don't really know that much about DC. But I feel like they could have explained a few things a lot better in it. So I think they should have, I just think that they just could have cut down on a few scenes. Some scenes were unnecessary. And that's all I have to say.
Green Sequence could have been much, much better.
Yeah.
They could have just did with a part where he's waiting for the stuff to be unencrypted. He could have like dozed off a little bit, and then all of a sudden he's a flash of light, and that could have been Flash coming from the Flashpoint segment of the film, which was pretty much him coming into the future trying to warn Batman that Superman is going to go rogue, so you have to protect Lois Lane, make sure he's fine and everything. It could be like a warning thing, and then he could have got zoned into saw the future reference of him in a desert trying to fend off the army of Superman that took over the world. Now that right there would have been much.
Redo this movie, man.
I mean, seriously, that could have been much more sense, but them just chopping it up into this thing. But like I said, it could be just the 30-minute gap they cut out of because they didn't want to make it rated R, so they had to cut out 30 minutes. So it was pretty much a quick chop up.
See, but that's very specific. In my opinion, just overall, I feel like it was not 100% thought out of to its greatest potential because you're talking about franchises that so many people are fans of. You cannot screw up. You can't screw up. And what I mean by you can't screw up is because you have no connection with any of the previous movies. Like, for example, the Dark Knight franchise, there's no direct correlation with it, you have no setup for some of these scenes. So that's what made the story seem like it was all over the place. So you're over here you only have a little 2.5-hour window to literally explain what could have been explained in probably at least one or two other movies from separate superhero franchise movies. That's it. It was too much. It was all over the place. If you're not familiar, like 100% familiar with the franchise, you are not gonna get it.
Yeah, actually, I asked myself that because I was trying to figure out.
Like, who's that guy in the ocean and all kinds of stuff.
Oh my God, she said that. I was like, baby, okay, that's Aquaman right there. I think that's Brainiac.
Like, no,
My bad, that was Cyborg when I looked online. That wasn't Brainiac.
See, I had to think about it. I was like, wait, who is that? We don't know who you are. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Now I know.
I think that's an issue because
Yeah, most people not familiar with the DC comic world. They're so much familiar with Marvel world and so much less of what's going on in the DC comic world.
yeah.
Do these people not know this though, or something?
They don't read comic books. I mean, you're talking to folks who are older, who pretty much read comic books, versus younger generation who just read the cartoons and pretty much what other stuff besides the comic books. Comic books are not written and looked at anymore. I mean, seriously, they're more of a collectible than readable. People don't know everything. I mean, seriously. Like, for example, Doomsday, he can't shoot fire beam. He can't do that. And he's not reincarnation of Zod. But like I said, this movie just tells itself. It's just a story.
What about the fight? What about the Batman versus Superman fight?
That
What
is
do y'all think
literally
about
the whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
That is what the movie is about, and it was all of 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It was literally.
Come
Well, I'm
on.
not saying it was literally 30 seconds.
2 minutes and
But
30
you-
seconds.
I thought it was long. I thought it was
felt
long.
like it.
Right.
It did. It felt really.
I felt like the first
We've been waiting
half
for this the whole thing. I expected
the
much
first half
more.
wasn't even.
This is how I would have done it if I was going to write it. This is how I would start it out. I would have started out with the funeral scene when young Bruce is burying his father and son, and then you get to, they did it right when he introduced into the Metropolis world. That was great. Then I would have cut to the scene when they were showing footage of Superman doing all the heroic stuff and people like looking up to him, but then versus those who think he's just a guy who needs to be stopped and he's pretty much a potential threat and needs to be stopped. And then you see behind it Lex Luthor looking through the screen, nodding his head like, nodding his head. You don't know it's him. And you see the back, it says Luthor, and then like stops. And then you cut right into the Dark Knight and him going into this thing and people saying stuff about him. They thought he retired after 20 years, but he came back because he felt after Superman threat he needs to be back. And people are like, this guy needs to be stopped too. So now you see people say negative stuff about Batman like Gotham, then Clark Kent looks at it, he's like, you know what, I think we should follow the story up. Then he goes to Gotham and checks it out, see for himself how bad Batman is. And then he tries to swoop around. But his sense of hearing, he overhears, like, the scene when Bruce Wayne was at Lex Luthor's mansion. He hears what's going on. He say, I think I might investigate this. So he listens, and then he hears everything. Guess what? It lures him right to the cave. And then he intervenes. He's like, look, I know who you are. It's time for you to stop this. I'm a man of mercy, so you need to stop. So okay, so he stopped. Then he plants a tracker on Superman's cape, and then he finds out who he is. He's like, look, you tell me who I am,
that's interesting.
I'm gonna tell you who you are.
Oh my god.
And then he like, and then that's it. Lex Luthor.
I'm still trying to remember where was the indication as to how he figured out he was
He
Bruce
did-
Wayne.
I
Where
know
was
he
it?
just-
See, like I said, deleted cut. Like I said, cut scene. The cut scene.
Right.
Superman
That's
looks
needed.
just like Clark Kent.
I know. See, that's the point. I understand.
Why does nobody see that?
I've been
Hold on,
saying that for years.
Here's how I can refute that. They do have a video that they had just posted a few days ago of I don't know why I'm blanking on the actor who's playing Superman's name.
Henry Cavill.
Yes, thank you. Of him going out walking on the streets of New York.
And he don't.
with
Nobody
and without,
recognized him.
Yeah,
You're
with
right.
and without
You're right.
glasses.
You're
Nobody
right.
recognized
Nobody
him.
recognized him. You're right about that.
See my point? See, that's what I was talking about. See,
So it is
he knows who he is, so that's what I'm talking about. So this is how they lead to the fight scene. See, when they realize that they can't stand each other's that, they say, look, you're going to settle this one way or another. And Bruce Wayne said, I'm calling you out. All right, we'll handle this one thing or another. So he says, best man wins. We'll see who wins. He said, if I win, you leave our planet. If you win, I'll stop. They be like that, and then they could be a wager. Lex Luthor could overhear that. I can see like a little wager, kind of like. That's just my theory. I didn't say you got to go through
It's
it.
clear
It's
Lois
clear.
Lane was enough. Why do first of all, we know that is his physical kryptonite.
Yeah.
Lois Lane. We don't need to see him save her that many damn times. First of all,
Lois Lane was. I'll admit to that.
I think he has a
Princess
Lois.
Peach, go
I think-
sit over there in the
Right.
corner.
I think he has a Lois Lane tracker. I don't understand how he hears
That's part of
everybody.
his superpower. He has like a spidey sense.
I know.
But you know what? I would take that back. It's to say I would have kept Lex Luthor threatening Martha's life if Superman didn't kill Batman. I think Batman must have stole something. Oh, let's go back. Batman stole kryptonite. He's like, I need you to kill him. That way he can go get back the kryptonite that Batman stole from him. Maybe that would have been a link to why Superman needs to kill Batman. I think that would have been much better than him just want to randomly do that.
And honestly, I feel like the only reason they put in there Lex Luthor's mother was to
Lex
the
Luthor's
fact-
mother?
Yeah.
Lex
Not
Luthor's.
Lex Luthor. I apologize. Clark Kent. No, Superman.
Yeah.
I feel like the only reason that they put her in there was so that you could set up some sort of connection between Batman and Superman.
That's
when
the
he
point.
said Martha. I get that was the
That
point,
was
but I
actually
feel like-
that was good, but still it could have been much better if Lois Lane intervened and say, "Look, please don't hurt him." He said he's a criminal. No, he did not do this. It was Zod. He's like, look, but he's still a threat. Said,
They
remember.
never settled that.
See, he never settled that. See,
There's
that was
still
just too
that
quickly.
big
That was too
question
quickly.
mark.
It could have been like the point when she gets right in front of him. He said, if you have to kill him, him, you're going to have to kill me too.
Know that Batman had a vendetta against Superman was basically facial expressions of him seeing when, like, Superman fighting off somebody else is going AWOL and different people are dying.
But I would.
Other than that, why do you really have a hate for him?
But you know, so funny. I think they should have went with a Brainiac storyline. When Brainiac teams up with Lex Luthor, he said, "I know how the way to get Superman. You control him by getting me to get in touch with his head." Then have Brainiac control Superman. Then he goes rogue. Then Batman has to stop him. Kind of like they did the cartoon version where he was affected by red kryptonite, and then it caused him to go rogue, and then somebody had to stop him. Then that comes Batman.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. See.
This story, like, honestly, it was not.
It was hard to connect.
It was hard to
Like I
connect.
said, it was very hard to connect if you don't have the background information of these superheroes. If you were not familiar, if you were going with your boyfriend who is all DC comics and Superman movies all day long, but you have no background knowledge,
And you can think. You gotta have a brain. You gotta think. Yeah, I had to think my way through those scenes.
right? It's like if
I was
you,
like,
you have
what
no
is-
reason.
But you know what? I think I would
I
have.
will give them the graphics though. The graphics were
On point.
realistic. They
Yeah.
were on
Special
point, but I feel like
Special
that.
effects was off the
But
chain.
that
boy.
mostly is attributed to the fact that it's 2016 and technology has come a long way,
And they spent a lot.
That is true.
and a lot of that budget was fierce.
They spent a lot of money.
Not to mention $100 million
A
advertising.
lot of money. That was a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they're gonna get $1 billion when it's all said and done.
Yeah, they are. Because see, the fact of the matter is, you got to look at the marketing thing. See, Batman movies alone makes over $1 billion worldwide. Now you got Batman and Super fighting against each other. It doesn't matter if the story is going to be good or bad. It's still going to get over. Now take Iron Man 3. I wasn't happy with that film. I mean, seriously, but it made $1 billion worldwide because it was a fan favorite.
Hey, the same thing. No, wait a minute, but it was hyped up because of the first two movies, even though most people said
After it was the first one after the Avengers.
That, right.
We don't know about after 3 months, 4 months from now what the,
Right.
what the money looks like.
Yeah, but trust me, I can guarantee it will go over $1 billion. But Suicide Squad, I doubt it.
Yeah, isn't it
People
gonna be
have
rated
mixed
R?
reviews. Right.
It's gonna be rated R 13.
No, it's 13.
No, it's PG-13. Originally supposed to be rated R.
Oh, I can see
Kind
why.
of comical.
No, yeah, actually, that's what they're supposed to do. Suicide, but there's one flaw, but there's only one flaw about that Suicide Squad that I'm really upset about. There's only one flaw. Killer Frost, they didn't add her into it. She's one of the original members of the Suicide Squad. Killer Frost. But like I said, that was my favorite of all of them, besides Harley
I
Quinn.
know I'm way ahead of the time, but I'm just ready for DC versus Marvel. I am.
That ain't gonna come in the next decade.
That's at least
Too early,
two decades maybe, but I'm ready for it.
They're gonna
I'm
have
ready
to do
see
it.
No.
Because
You can't
after
not
a
do
while,
Because see, you gotta look at the Marvel. You gotta look at the Marvel phase. Marvel's got movies coming out until 2020, and they already proven that. After they're already working on another Avengers movie, was pretty much gonna be after the Infinity Gauntlet. It's going to with the Galactus.
what?
Galactus, the killer of worlds, the destroyer of worlds. Galactus, like you saw in Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer. Instead of him being a cloud, he's actually a alien the size of a planet that has the power to destroy worlds. So it's going to take every Avenger you think of to stop it. So that's like the next phase after that.
Where's the Black Lantern?
But like I said, so we're going to have to wait in like 2025 for to think about doing DC versus Marvel.
So, but they are gonna eventually happen.
It is going to happen, but it's probably going to happen when we're in our 40s. That's when it's going to happen.
Oh no, wait, the Black Lantern.
I'm telling you, I'm serious. I'm being real serious because you got to look at companies, you got to look at deals and dealerships and script writer, not to mention the cast. You got to look at the cast who's going to play these characters. Then a good script writer. Then you got to look at all that stuff in budget investment. That's what you all got to look at.
But this is all under the assumption that each of these actors are going to continue to do all of these franchises. Because the moment the main person says no, you literally got to go back to the drawing board.
Yep.
Exactly. That's my point. That's why I say it's going to take longer and longer for it to get there.
Look at the Dark Knight little franchise. Made so much freaking money. They were.
Actually, it could have lasted longer.
You can't tell me there were not talks to them trying to do a fourth movie, but Christian Bale already
like,
said
no.
no.
He couldn't have done it because originally.
The Spider-Man movies, both Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst said no more.
No, actually, originally Christian Bale was on board to do more, but unfortunately Heath Ledger died. They would see Christopher Nolan was already working on a sequel with the Joker, which was going to be Harley Quinn.
Christian Bale was on record saying that he wasn't doing it no more.
No, actually, actually beyond the record before that, he was on board doing it before Heath Ledger's passing. But that was something
That
afterwards.
was how many years before they even started the third movie?
That was like before, like after 06. He's like, I'm willing to do 4 more, especially with this Joker thing. He said I was hyped with the.
They could have.
No, like 4. No, I said 4. I didn't say 6. I said 4 movies.
No, you said year 06.
No, year 06, 2006.
Yeah, I know, year 06, but
So,
Batman began.
Got started 05.
Hold on.
so you saying they were gonna do 4 Batman, 4 Dark Knight?
Yeah.
It was always a trick.
Pretty much it was pretty much the idea of it because they were working on the Joker story. Originally they were trying to lead into the Suicide Squad, originally doing that with the Joker being all chaotic and everything with Harley Quinn introducing him. But ever since Heath Ledger passed, that script was canceled. So he was not going to do a trilogy until they say we had to end it with a trilogy. So they had to find something to break the Bat vein. Heath Ledger and we would saw Harley Quinn and Heath Ledger. That was.
I won't call him the best Joker.
Killed him though.
But I would pay it, Pat. I wouldn't say Heath Ledger was the best Joker, but I'd say he was one of the best Jokers we ever had.
Ever has been the best Joker, but they have all made it their own Joker. Think of Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson was a phenomenal Joker.
An older version of Joker, but still, he was all about gadgets and gases.
He was.
Right.
Yeah, in a league of his own. I mean, he was like the star. I mean, forget Batman. You were focused on Joker.
Now though, with what about this new Joker that
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
I'm actually not mostly for that one. To be honest with you, the guy who should play Joker was a guy who played in that TV series Joker in Gotham, Cameron, who played Jerome. Actually, I could have seen that. I could have actually seen it. But you know what's so funny? Actually, somebody actually told me that Macaulay Culkin should have played Joker. The guy who played Home Alone, the little kid. I saw a TV series where he was actually acting all crazy and stuff, and people say he'd be the best Joker. Because if you think about his career, it has gone downhill ever since he was
pretty much
after Richie Rich. Actually, that movie was a flop, dead flop.
I heard he was quite smart with his money though.
No, actually he wasn't, because his father was in charge of all that money. I mean, Macaulay Culkin didn't have actually a good life as most people thought it was. He was controlled. Every movie, his decision was made by his dad. His dad was like kind of like the white version of Joe Jackson. That's what basically put it. That's the best way to put it. And his little brother Kieran Culkin, last time you see him in a movie was Scream 4.
I was gonna say Father of the Bride.
No, Scream 4. That was his last movie he'd been in for a while. Actually, Wes Craven was going to make a fifth before he died.
yeah.
Wes Craven. He was going to make a fifth one, but he passed. I say leave it alone. Don't make nothing else. Scream 4 was the last one I think they should do.
And this is how you know Batman and Superman wasn't that good. Yep. We are talking about Scream 4 and doggone.
We're talking about other movies that we're trying to collaborate to excuse ourselves from it.
We're trying to figure out
what the heck to do. Still have we not introduced yet?
What?
Between DC and
actually, there's one movie I really want to do, but there's a kid I know who I have a unit back in Atlanta. He's very young, and he looks just like Static Shock.
Oh, I know. I want to do that. So
what about Static Shock?
What's up with these rumors what is that boy's name? The Smith boy, the middle one.
Jaden Smith.
Jaden, what's these rumors?
He can't act.
I'm hearing rumors spread around that he's.
All right, I'll take that back. Jaden can act in some movies. I don't want to go on record on that one.
Jaden.
He did a great job in Pursuit of Happiness. He did a good job in Pursuit of Happiness.
He did good.
That was just him being silly. Karate Kid, average.
I thought he was awesome. I thought he did great. I think he relies on his natural ability too much, though. I don't think he's developing his, like how his dad did.
Developing
his own, roles. He kind of just goes through the motions too much.
Yeah. So overall, guys, what would you give Batman versus Superman about a 1 out of 10?
I'll give it a 7.
I gave it an 8.
7.5.
I think I give it a 6.5. I want to give it a 6. The thing is, I didn't understand a lot of the cuts. I didn't understand a lot of the plot. I think that it could have had a better sequence with the plot that could have told the storyline a lot better. And I had to think about it too much. My head, I have a headache from just thinking about it. So that's why I gave it a 6.5. I don't think, I was going to give it a 7.
Yeah.
I will say that Netflix, all these stories spread around and people get reacting to the interviews. I mean, not the interviews, the critiques and what the critics are saying about the movie. Don't let that get in your head. We know you weren't targeted. We know. We can see it. It was not Daredevil.
it's a
Yeah.
the actors.
Yeah, you're lying about that. This was a better version for this was the right role for Ben Affleck. This was like his redemption from
He
Daredevil.
did a great
Right.
job.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
I felt like the old show.
Right, and I'm not 100% blaming the actors. I feel like a lot
It's
of
the story.
a lot of-
It's the story. But sometimes it is the actor's fault. Sometimes it's the actor's fault. I will get it. Sometimes it's the actor's fault.
Sometimes, but in this case, I don't think it's 100% the actors.
Yeah, so far I say the one responsible for this film was the video editor. That's it. He's pretty much the king. Not everyone else, just the video
I
editor.
second that. I second that.
I say scripted.
And then secondly,
No, the script, like I said, it was like 30 minutes longer. It's supposed to be, but they had to cut out so it would be rated R. But
But what did I say? Any great movie, you can be able to take out a random pivotal scene and it still makes sense.
true, like I said, it's the video editor's job. That's the video editor's job. All right. As you can see, that's our review. All right, let us know what you think about it, okay? All right, take a look. All right, peace out.